As the first two so-called affordable long-range electric vehicles, it's logical to think that the Chevrolet Bolt and Tesla Model 3 are battling for the same customers. But there are key distinctions that belie the notion of the two cars being in a sales race. For starters, as Forbes made clear this week, the Model 3 is a sporty, somewhat pricey sedan, while the Bolt is a more practical crossover-like hatchback. Tesla buyers appear ready to spend more money and wait longer for a premium vehicle. In effect, the Model 3 is not available today unless you are already on the waiting list. Consumers who are shopping for a car today would have to be willing to wait until 2019 for a new EV. That's when Tesla recently said new orders for the Model 3 will likely be fulfilled. Moreover, Tesla is currently building well-equipped, expensive versions of the Model 3 with a price tag that far exceeds its nominal $35,000 starting price. As you add desirable features to a Model 3, you could easily see the price approach or exceed $50,000. The version of the Bolt that Consumer Reports recently tested was priced at $38,424. Consumer Reports last week named the Chevrolet Bolt as its top pick among small hybrids and electric cars. The magazine has not yet tested the Model 3. By 2019, both Tesla and General Motors will probably reach the threshold of selling 200,000 electric vehicles, the point at which the $7,500 federal incentive starts to phase out. Tesla is on schedule to reach that period first. Tesla Model 3s are likely to be in demand, with limited availability, for a couple more years. Meanwhile, inventory for the Bolt has moved up and down. Kelley Blue Book reported that, in January, Bolts were also in relatively short supply. There was only a 42-day supply, down from a 65-day supply in August. That supports the notion of the Bolt as a more practical, affordable, and readily available model because dealers are more likely to offer incentives when supply gets backed up. Buyers shouldn't expect that for the Model 3. The distinctions between the two vehicles don't mean there won't be defectors from Tesla to Chevy. Chevrolet dealer Yev Kaplinski said his dealership, located between San Francisco and Silicon Valley, sold 15 Bolts after Tesla's latest announced delay. Kaplinski told Forbes, "We're getting the Tesla people who wanted their Model 3 inches. They want the car now. They don't want to wait." Some observers might point to Tesla's supercharger network as an important advantage over the relatively sparse availability of quick chargers for the Bolt. But most EV drivers will tell you that almost all charging takes place at home and that an electric car with the Bolt's 238 miles of estimated range will almost never see a public charger. Despite the differences between the two vehicles and their buyers, we should expect relative sales of the Bolt and Model 3 to be closely monitored. Here's the benchmark. General Motors sold 23,297 Bolts in the United States in 2017. Tesla said it globally delivered 1,550 Model 3 sedans in the fourth quarter of 2017. Up from its first sales of 220 units in the third quarter.
Nissan has taken the wraps off 3 customized Leafs as part of a collaboration with Walt Disney Studios. Designed to promote A Wrinkle in Time, the cars have a unique livery and an advanced LED lighting system that creates a mesmerizing light show effect similar to the one seen in the upcoming movie. Each model draws inspiration from the lavish costumes worn by 3 characters in the film. The Mrs. Which, Oprah Winfrey, Leaf has a dark exterior with a rear video screen and a chrome bustle skirt. Moving on, the Leaf inspired by Mrs. Who, Mindy Kaling, has a psychedelic exterior with a red floral pattern and ruffled blue accents. Lastly, the Mrs. Headset Leaf looks like it was inspired by the ocean, but Nissan says it springs from Reese Witherspoon's bright red hair and dreamlike white ruffled gown. Besides the special liveries, all three cars have been equipped with touch-sensitive screens on the windshield and side windows. The screens show a wrinkle effect similar to what's shown in the movie. The Leafs also have heat-sensing cameras that track people approaching the vehicle and then react when they draw near. The redesigned Nissan Leaf was unveiled last fall and it features a more conservative design than its predecessor. Pricing starts at $29,990 and each model is equipped with a 40 kWh lithium-ion battery pack and an electric motor that develops 147 horsepower and 236 pounds-ft of torque. The model can travel approximately 150 miles on a single charge and receive an 80% charge in roughly 40 minutes.
The 2019 Subaru Ascent is headed into the extremely crowded and competitive three-row segment, where it'll go up against Japanese rivals Toyota Highlander, Nissan Pathfinder, Honda Pilot, Mazda CX-9, and American entries like the Ford Explorer, Chevy Traverse, Dodge Durango and Jeep Grand Cherokee, and upstart contenders like the Volkswagen Atlas. Most come standard with a V6 engine, while Ford and Mazda also have four-cylinder turbo engines. What's interesting, the new Ascent will tow up to 5,000 pounds with its new 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine. How will the new Ascent compete with the competition? It's what's under the hood that will give Ascent an advantage. Subaru engineers developed a new power plant for the Ascent that has not been used in any other Subaru model. It gets the new FA24 Boxer engine with the latest direct injection and other internal upgrades for the best power and towing versus fuel efficiency. Most three-row SUV crossover buyers don't care about the specs of the new 2.4-liter four-cylinder Boxer. All they want to know is, will it have enough power to haul your family, cargo and a trailer? What sets the new FA24 Boxer apart? The 2019 Subaru Ascent gets an all-new FA24 2.4-liter Boxer engine developed just for the new three-row family hauler. It features all aluminum heads and block, to reduce weight and allows for more rapid warm-up. The internals include heads with dual overhead cams, driven by a timing chain rather than a belt, actuating 16 valves with variable timing. It has a total engine displacement of 2,387 cc's with a 94mm bore and an 86mm stroke. The compression ratio is 10.6:1, which keeps cylinder pressures high for efficiency. It also features the newest direct injection technology and a twin-scroll turbocharger. The most important spec is not the 260 horsepower and at 5,600 RPMs the new FA24 engine develops, it's the broad peak torque band of 277 pounds-ft between 2,000 and 4,800 RPMs that will get gearheads excited, and it's what consumers will feel when they drive the new three-row SUV. This is what will get the new 2019 Ascent moving from a start, power it at altitude up steep mountain passes, and it will allow the largest vehicle Subaru has ever built to tow up to 5,000 pounds. Subaru announced estimated fuel economy for the base and premium models with standard equipment is up to 21/27 city highway MPG and 23 combined MPG, offering a 500+ mile cruising range. Models equipped with 20 inches wheels achieve manufacturer's estimated fuel economy of 20/26 city highway MPG and 22 combined MPG. The largest vehicle Subaru has ever built doesn't get a 6-cylinder engine, it gets the new FA24 4-cylinder Boxer engine with enough torque to meet an active family's needs. The all-new three-row 2019 Subaru Ascent arrives at Subaru showrooms this summer.
In a recently held Reddit AMA session, Kimball Musk shared a number of details about his fully loaded Tesla Model 3. revealing some unique aspects of the electric car he is giving away as part of his non-profit's latest fundraiser. According to Elon Musk's brother, Kimball, his blue Tesla is quite special in the way that it is quite literally one of the first Model 3s to be made. Being VIN number 006, Kimball stated that his car was manufactured rather differently than most Model 3s on the road today. Musk also expressed his fondness for his vehicle, calling it one of the most beautiful cars in the world. Musk said in his AMA, "The most special thing about my Model 3 that I'm giving away is that it is one of the first ever made. The early models are made a lot by hand, and it is one of the most beautiful cars in the world. It is so special to imagine someone out there having one of the first Model 3s in the world." While most of Kimball's Reddit AMA was dedicated to his food and farming programs, he did mention Big Green's Model 3 raffle again. Responding to a member of the online community who asked if his Model 3 would include any special items, Kimball candidly stated that there would indeed be other freebies for the lucky winner of his non-profit's fundraiser. What's more, Musk stated that he would be happy to sign the electric car, effectively making his Model 3 even more unique. Showing a dash of classic Musk humor, Kimball quipped that after he gives away his personal Model 3, he is planning to start walking more. On a rather humorous note, Kimball revealed that he had an opportunity to send a special package with Starman during the Falcon Heavy's maiden flight. According to Kimball, he was supposed to write a letter that would be placed together with the Roadster's other cargo, but he ended up struggling with what he really wanted to say. Thus, he ultimately just decided to watch his older brother's electric car get launched into space. Kimball wrote in his AMA, "I had an opportunity to send a letter up, but when I sat down to write it, I really struggled on what to say. In the end, I decided to just take the whole thing in and enjoy the launch." Kimball also responded to a query asking if he would help his brother's Mars colonization plan with his mastery of organic farming and food production. While Kimball seemed careful to not divulge any concrete information about a partnership with SpaceX, he did joke about what he would call his Martian food company. According to Musk, his Martian firm will be called All Your Food I Belong to Us. Kimball's joke about his Martian food firm is a direct reference to Zero Wing, a game for the Sega Genesis released in 1992. The game, which was originally in Japanese, was ported to the West, though its dialogue featured some of the most iconic instances of English mistranslations in gaming history, the most prominent of which was the meme-worthy sentence "All your base are belong to us." In a recent report, Kimball Musk is giving away his personal early edition Model 3 to a lucky donor for Big Green, his non-profit food literacy program for children in public schools. Anyone interested in acquiring the rare, signed Model 3 could put in donations for the non-profit, with as little as $10 translating to 100 entries for the mass-market electric car.